Hello Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I finally kind of started collecting the Transformers Masterpiece series. The first one I ordered was actually Bumblebee. I haven't got that yet. But the second thing I ordered was the KO third-party cassettes, which is a set they're calling the Cassette Corps, or the Tape Corps. Now, the original Masterpiece ones, I think it was Frenzy and Ravage and Rumble and Laserbeak in 2 packs. But you could only get Buzzsaw, of course, with Soundwave, which is fine, because I was going to get Soundwave anyway. But you couldn't get Rat-Bat unless you bought an alternative Soundwave, which I think was black. I didn't want that one, because I didn't want 2. And I wasn't really sure in the first place about them. And then I saw this, and you could get all 6 together at a really great price, like half the price of the other KO ones, let alone the price of the actual real ones. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try and see how I feel about these before I go into it. They're a good gateway thing, these KOs. So some of the main differences are, of course, Ravage is thick. He's not the thickness of the cassette like the original. And I mean, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, Rat-Bat and Ravage, all their weapons are actually built in. They're part of the cassette, so they transform, and they're not separate. So that's amazing. I didn't expect that. I thought they were all separate. Now, Frenzy and Rumble's weapons are separate, but you can store them in the I think they're supposed to be batteries, but they transform into the pile drivers. And that was the other thing I really wanted these for. It wasn't just that Laserbeak actually looks like Laserbeak. He's got the shape that the cartoon had, the cartoon version had. Also, I always wanted to see the cassettes with the pile driver things that could cause the earthquakes on them, but of course they didn't come with them. So that's what I got them for, and I'm very happy with them. I mean, I love the shape of Laserbeak's wings, and I didn't really notice the difference in the animated one versus the the original vintage G1 toy until I actually really looked at it. And once you see it, it can't be unseen. Now, the only weird thing is Rat-Bat. The face is really accurate, but you can see the cassette on the inside of his wings. The original had just mechanics and technology on the inside, and the cassette was on the outside. So I think that is detrimental, but I'm not sure what the animated one looks like. I didn't check it. I can't remember. I don't remember the comic having it on the inside either, but whatever. And Ravage, of course, as you can see, he was the thickness of the original cassette. Now, I mean, speaking of size, one of the reasons why I love the cassettes was my mum wouldn't let me take toys to school, but I could always sneak the Transformer cassettes into my lunchbox and she wouldn't notice, so I could take them to school to play with. So these have survived somehow. Okay, now some people I've seen complain that the pile driver things, they've said that they fall off or they don't go on. Well, that's because most of them are putting them on upside down. You have to put them on with the hands up, so the fists go up in the up into the top there to hold them on. Although the top does lift off very easily, so they still can come off if you're not careful. But there's people who never had them on properly in the first place. And I do wonder if some people were just doing that to discredit the actual KOs for a bad review, or whether they actually didn't realise they were doing it wrong. I'm not sure which. But yeah. So I love that they have them, although they don't want to stand up because, okay. I had them on before. And if you do a bit of a size comparison, I thought the originals were a lot smaller. Like, I thought these ones would be bigger, but they're actually not that much bigger. I mean, when they're standing up straight, they are definitely bigger, but he's crouching down and he's still taller. So, and yeah, so if you put them on with them facing down, and put that in the back, if you put them on that way, they do hold on, they do go on, but they don't really stay on, they slip off very easily. I mean, that top part flips up anyway, so they're not really secure when they're put on properly. But when you put them on the wrong way, they definitely come off. So I've seen some people do that, and I wasn't sure if they did that deliberately, just so they could complain about it, or if they really didn't get, they'd done it the wrong way. But yeah, so very happy with them. I always wanted the pile driver things for them, and I love, you know, the shape of the jets of Rat-Bat and Buzzsaw compared to the toy versions. Well, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I can't wait to get Soundwave to go with them. I've got the KO original one, but I don't have the KO Masterpiece, which I will get.